Hello everybody, I just got a quick video to make. Well, not very quick, it's probably going to take quite a bit to record, and it's take a bit to watch. But what this is like a redo of the order of which I got everything. And not literally everything, like order of, like I got plush shoots, then I got this CPU. Like I'm going to do plush shoots first, of order of which plush shoots I got first. Then I'll do the CPUs like that. That's how I'll do it. And I removed everything off my endoskeletons to make it a little bit easier. So I noticed, because when I put the sound on the game, even just a tiny bit of sound, the whole sound just takes over my voice, and it's like so loud compared to my voice. I never understood why it did that, but this is why. But whenever I put it on no volume at all, my voice is literally the only thing you hear. And right now, that's all I really want you to hear, because otherwise you're not gonna understand what the hell I'm even saying. So anyways, on to the thing. So the first plush suit that I ever got was Chica. I was mainly hunting for Bonnie. I like all these plush suits. I had misclicked on Balloon Boy. I accidentally tapped on Balloon Boy. What I meant to do is tap right here to spin around. I am such a nub. Alright. So what I meant to do was move around. So anyways, I was mainly hunting for Bonnie, and well, I was hunting. I don't know how to say this, but I was a little confused how the fuck I get plush suits. And I swore a lot on my channel, so I'm pretty sure you're about used to me swearing by now. And I'm just saying how the hell my mind was thinking at the time, so you know exactly what I was saying in my mind. It's like, why the hell do I get plush suits? So I looked up a video, and well, figured it out. One fight, and then I hopped back into that VR. Funny enough, Chico was the first animatronic to hop in my door. Beat her, got her plush suit. I was like, oh well, that was a big waste of time. I watched the video when I just could have fought another Chica and found out that way. And yeah, I feel like a nub with that. Alright, second plush suit was Freddy Fazbear, which honestly he should have been the first, considering, well, he's Freddy Fazbear. Obviously he should have been the first one here. So I got him second, even though I was hunting for Bonnie. Fun fact, I was hunting for mainly Bonnie and Foxy. And of course, I wasn't really hunting for Freddy and Chica as much as I was for Bonnie and Foxy. Of course, they were the two first ones I got. Funny how things really freaking work out. And so, yeah, Freddy was the third one I got. Then I got Foxy. And like I got him about the second try. I beat him 2 times and then got his plush suit. And geez, what I'm about to say after him is gonna be a little bit upsetting. At least upsetting for me. You guys probably don't give a shit. Give me this. The cat is yelling at me. Hello, kitty friend. So next up, the fourth animatronic I got was finally Bonnie. I was mainly hunting for him because, as you probably should know this on my channel, I love Bonnie. And all the Bonnies, Bonnie is my favorite. Well, more favorite of Toy Bonnie, but Bonnie out of the FNAF 1 crew is my favorite. I don't know why, I just like Bonnie. He's so cool, in my opinion. Most people are like, oh well, Foxy's so much better. Honestly, I think Bonnie's better. Although I do like Foxy's my second favorite. Bonnie's my main favorite. At least of the FNAF 1 crew. If not the FNAF 1 crew, all the characters, Toy Bonnie all the way. Alright, so fourth character I got was Bonnie. and he was the one I was mainly hunting for, so oof in the chat. Next up is Balloon Boy. I got him next. He was an interesting one to get because I didn't think I'd ever really get him, to be honest. I just saw him as like a rare character to get, and he wasn't very common, and he took so long, so I didn't think I'd get him on the second day of the release. Fun fact, I got the FNAF 1 crew on the exact day that the game came out. And I've had Bonnie and Foxy on an endoskeleton ever since. They're still on an endoskeleton to this day, even though they're not right now. After this video, they will be put back on their endos. So, yeah, I've had Bonnie and Foxy on ever since the first day of the game's release. So, that makes them a little bit special. But they will not last forever. Unfortunately. And man, I wish you could have the skins on the exact same time as like the normal ones. I would have had System Error Toy Bonnie replace Freddy and then have Toxic Springtrap replace Foxy. Oof. Oh well. You live and you learn. And next up is Baby. I got Springtrap and Baby on the exact same day, sort of the exact same time. Although I bought Baby first, then bought Springtrap. So, I bought Baby with using a gift card because at the time I didn't understand how the heck she worked. So I was like, how the hell do I beat Baby? She keeps killing me instantly the second she haywires. And I was like, oh, I was so confused. I learned eventually, thank God. That's how I got the CPU. And I was like, man, if only I knew this sooner, I wouldn't have had to waste money on her. Man, if only. So next up is obviously Springtrap. So, yeah, so I got the first 7 characters first of the FNAF AR that was out in FNAF AR. How classic. So, he was one I was really wanting to get because, well, he's like the hardest one. Of course you want the hardest character because he's like the coolest, because apparently that makes sense. That voice crack. Oof. So, next up is Toy Chica. She was out of the 2 Christmas animatronics that came out in the event with Frostbear and Toy Chica. Toy Chica was the one I was most excited for because I like the toy animatronics. They're my favorite crew. And I felt like before special delivery, the toy animatronics were not very well liked. They're probably still not very liked right still, but they are a little bit more liked upon like when they weren't in AR special delivery, so I appreciate Olympics for bringing up their popularity a little bit at least, as I feel like no one really cared about the toys before special delivery, so this is cool. It's kind of cool to have the toys' popularity come back up. Like at their first release in the FNAF 2, when FNAF 2 came up, like the wizards and the toys were so popular at the time. Then the toys died down and the wizards but stayed up. I get the wizards like are broken, apparently broken animatronics are more cool, but that's no reason to hate the toys. This is like the fandom didn't really like them, and no one that I ever knew really liked me, so I felt like, one and the same. Anyways, next up is Frostbear. I barely got him. I bought him, of course. I bought most of these animatronics. The only ones I didn't buy was Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Balloon Boy, and Liberty Chica. They were the only ones I didn't buy. I bought every other animatronic because, fun fact, when I was hunting for Toy Chica, I kept killing Toy Chica after Toy Chica and still got nothing. And when it came close to the event, like, ending, I was like, I am not risking it. I am buying Toy Chica. A couple days later, I bought Frostbear too, because I thought, why not? At first, I wasn't even going to bother with him, because, well, at the time, I just saw him as just a Freddy reskin, and wasn't really, I was not too interested in reskins. Which is why I don't have skins to replace the normal ones, because I'm not too interested in skins rather than the normal characters. Although these, I gotta tell you, these skins, especially the Arcade Mayhem ones, those are cool. And Toxic Springtrap and Radioactive Foxy, those ones are good. Even Chocolate Barney, he's cool. I just like how they had 2 Easter animatronics, and both of them were skins for Barney. Barney just got both the Easter skins when they could have gave one to Toy Barney. Or Springtrap, for that matter. But nope, Barney got them both. Anyways, oh well, who cares? They looked cool. I was not too big a fan of Easter Barney. So, out of all, if I had to choose either of Chocolate Barney or Easter Barney, I'd go for Chocolate Barney. I'm pretty sure most people go Easter Barney because he's the newer one out of the 3 Barneys. I don't understand this, but a lot of people seem to go for the newer ones. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Next up is Toy Barney. And I got him on the exact day he came out. I was like, he came out, of course I have to buy my favorite animatronic of the whole crew. The whole, like, universe. FNF, Toy Barney was my boy. I had to buy him, of course. To think I almost wasn't able to. Of course, I have to rely on my mom to let me get my own money that I got from this program. I forgot what it's called. I apologize, program. I don't know what I'm saying to apologize to the program. The program's a thing, not a person. Anyways, this certain program my mom signed me up for gives us money. I think $500 a month, if I am correct. Sort of apparently for disabled people. I'm not very disabled. My mom seems to think I am. I'm not. But oh well. Hey, money's money, I guess. I don't feel too proud about taking it, though. Anyways, at least helps me get these guys, so I can make footage of them. So, my mom almost didn't let me get this boy. At the time, I was like, he was like Springtrap. I was like, I can't beat Springtrap, and if he has the same mechanic, that makes it even hard. At the first, I wasn't able to beat him. He just kept haywiring so fast. At the time, of course, I was like, I can't do it. So I finally convinced my mother to give me the money to get my boy. She almost let me go without Toy Barney. I'll never forget that. Alright, anyways, next up is Toy Freddo, aka Toy Freddy. I bought his mini pack the exact second he came out, because I was on opening and closing FNAF AR, opening and closing it, like because I know the exact time they should, like, they open the character up into FNAF AR that was worded weirdly. I know the time that they released the character in, so I was like constantly watching the time while opening and closing the game. And the exact second I saw it, boom, I bought the mini pack because I had freaking fast tokens saved up. So I bought his mini pack and got his suit. I was like, and then I realized he's literally the easiest character ever to get. Like, you can literally get him on your first or second try. Easy. That was like, I just wasted fast tokens when I could have just got it, beat him once and got it that way. Man, did I feel stupid. I felt so stupid. It was like, oof. I guess I bought it, made it easier chance for the CPU to come out anyways, so, hey, worked out, I guess. Anyways, next up is Mangle, of course, because no other character came out besides Mangle, before, Mangle, besides Toy Freddy, who I just mentioned. I got her the exact second she came out because at the time I also had fast tokens saved up for her. Then I went to go buy her CPU because I knew she just has some bullcrap mechanic that I'd have to learn. I did learn it and I am now able to beat Mangle. But I just knew she'd have some bullcrap mechanic. And so I decided, I'm just buying this CPU. I am not giving a flying crap. So after her was my slow scrolling was Shamrock Freddy. So I basically bought or / got these characters on the exact roll they came out. So I'll say it anyways. So I got Shamrock Freddy as soon as he came out, of course. Next up, Chocolate Bonnie, which Chocolate Bonnie has a funny story, which I did tell when some people managed to hear it on my other one, where I told a whole funny story about Chocolate Bonnie and nobody believed it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it sounds like a fake story, but you gotta realize at the time, Chocolate Bonnie, when he first came out, was glitched. So, any glitches with, buying the suit are bound to happen. I bought his mini pack, as you could say. I bought the mini pack, put it on Endoscout, and went to send him to Foxy the Gamer. I'm not good at numbers. I say 627. I'm not good at numbers. I'm sorry, but he knows who he is. So funny story. I went to send him to my friend, and the game literally ripped Chocolate Bonnie away from me. I was like, bruh, I spent money on this character, and the game just ripped him out of my inventory. Just say oh no, you didn't buy this guy. Also, we're gonna take the mini pack away. It's like, bruh, I just bought the character, and the game decided nope, you don't get him. So I had to buy his party pack to get him that way after the game unglitched. So they fixed Chocolate Bonnie. Then I went and bought his party pack, and now I have him. So I went through so much struggle to get this skin for no reason, because I don't even use him. So I'll never forgive Illumix for that, but oh well. I would like to honestly, I would like my $7 back, but oh well. What can you do? Honestly, I guess Illumix can keep that spare money to, I don't know, support the game. I don't know anymore. I went through so much struggle just to get this skin, and I'm not even using it because I like the original rather than a skin. Just talking about it gets me stressed. Oof. Anyways, moving on before I have a mental breakdown. Easter Bunny, of course, it should have been easy to guess who was next. I got him, and his eyes were green before, and they're blue now, which I kind of like that, because on the plush suit picture right there, I noticed that he had blue eyes, but on the plush suit that you would see, he had green. I was like, what? How does that make sense? I was so confused. I was like, how the hell does this make sense at all? I was literally, trying to come up with theories of why this could be. I was literally my own game theorist, sort of. I was like, why are his eyes green, but with his plush suit profile picture, they're blue? I wonder. Couldn't have been a mistake of Illumix part. No, it couldn't. Anyways, next up is VR Toy Freddy. Now this one was cool. I like how he glows. That is cool. Honestly, I really like the skin. This one was epic. I kind of want. I was almost tempted to keep him over the original Toy Freddy because he was just so good looking. But nevertheless, I kept the original rather than the skin, as usual. And High Score Toy Chica is good, but I would still much rather the original over this one, because this one actually has a lot of bright colors. To be honest, looks pretty nice with all the colors. This one's just black and blue. It's the same could go for VR Toy Freddy, but the way VR Toy Freddy glowed made him look epic. Toy Chica, this High Score Toy Chica doesn't much glow very much. She does glow, but not very much. Next up is System Error Toy Bonnie, which I don't know why they didn't give the dark background to him too, because that would sort of work the way he's sort of glowing. He's probably more glowing than VR Toy Freddy. But that's saying something, because VR Toy Freddy is way more glowy than High Score Toy Chica. He's probably a little bit more glowy, at least from what I can see. And that doesn't really account for much. Anyways, moving on. Next up is 8-Bit Baby, which was kind of a cool new twist to a character. I was surprised that she was actually getting her own CPU. I thought it was just going to be a baby skin, which, now that I look at it, I'm not sure how they would do that. Anyways, next up is Firework Freddy. Yeah, he was a cool one to get. Wait, not Firework Freddy. I'm getting mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm getting mixed up. I forgot the radioactive one. Toxic was a thing for a second. Next up is radioactive Foxy. No, I am getting all mixed up here. I get way too distracted. I forgot they were even a thing, to be honest. I don't know how I forgot, but I did. So next up is radioactive Foxy. He's cool. He literally looks like the fox. He literally looks like FNAF meets SpongeBob with the Flying Dutchman. Like, oof. They made him look too much like the Flying Dutchman, I'll be honest. At least with the way the green is. He's like the Flying Dutchman and Foxy had a baby. That's what this would be. Like, they just make... Oh god, I got myself laughing at that because that's literally ridiculous. Anyways, next up, Toxic Springtrap. Now this is another one I almost kept over the original Springtrap because this one was so good. But at last I kept the normal Springtrap. So I was pretty happy to get this guy, to be honest, because I just knew he had to be epic. If they were making a Springtrap skin, they'd have to make it worth it. If they're going to make you go through so much emotional stress over Springtrap CPU. Oof. And so, yeah, he's pretty cool. I actually beat a full Toxic Springtrap that was friend set, of course, on my channel. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It is epic. I am getting good at Springtrap now. And now is actually Firework Freddy. I am not mixed up this time, I know that for a fact. Firework Freddy is next. And yeah, he was a pretty cool one. He was interesting. Not sure how this firework in his hand hasn't blown up yet, but he must know some black magic. Who knows? Next up is Liberty Chico, who was unlocked rather than bought because not a fan of this skin, to be honest. Not a fan. I am not wasting my money on this thing, that's for sure. I was not a fan of this thing. Oof, it's probably my least favorite skin of all time. And last but not least is Flamethrower Endo, who was recently added. Pretty nice to see him here. And I'm basically going to get all the characters in the order of which they come, just so you know that. And the CPUs, I'm going to be buying everything from now on. I'm not going to be unlocking anything unless it's so terrible I don't want to waste my money on it. So, yeah. With that little incident of Toy Chica, I am not risking it. So anyways, now I'm going to move on to CPUs and add a plush to interesting. Add a plush to make it interesting. So, I'm going to put on my boy, of course, Toy Bonnie. So, now the order of which I got the CPUs. Which, as you can see, I have all of them. I have about everything in the game. Actually, I have exactly everything in the game. Because that includes profile icons. I have all the profile icons. Hell yeah. So, first CPU I ever got was Freddy CPU. And at first I was kind of excited to get a CPU because I heard they were more rarer than the plush suits. I was like, hell yeah, CPU, boy! Then I realized it's literally one of the most easiest characters. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Freddy's simple as fridge. So I was like, oh, well then that's not exciting anymore. And nonetheless, I was still happy to get him. His CPU. I gave him straight to Bonnie. Because I was not trading Foxy or Bonnie for Freddy. So I gave the Freddy CPU straight to Bonnie. So yeah, next up is Foxy CPU. And for a while, the only CPUs I had was Bonnie and not Bonnie. It was Freddy and Foxy. For a long time, that's all that I had. I was like, oh, how many characters do I have to beat before I actually get a CPU? I was starting to get frustrated. I was like, ooh, how many characters? How many of these guys do I gotta kill? Yeah, the CPUs seem to be a lot rarer than the plush suits. They seem to be very rare. I was so excited to get Foxy CPU. I gave it straight to Bonnie. No, I'm kidding. I gave it straight to Foxy. I bet that had you confused, huh? I was like, wait, what is... I bet you were like, wait, what? You had Foxy out. Why'd you give it to Bonnie? I didn't. I gave it to Foxy. I was only making a joke. That probably confused no one, but because I'm pretty sure no one gives a flying fudge. So next up is Chica. I got Chica CPU randomly out of fighting a random Chica. I was like, hell yeah, finally, the first time in forever, Frozen reference, I got another CPU. Finally. Out of, like, all the Chicas I've killed, I finally got the Chica CPU. I was like, hell yes. Hell yeah, boy. So I was pretty excited to get Chica CPU because it was something new. I gave it straight to Toy Chica because, well, at the time I didn't want to give Chica her like on an endoscopy because at the time I had Frostbear on the slot, so I wasn't having Chica out, so I gave it to Toy Chica. And plus I prefer Toy Chica, so of course Toy Chica's getting the CPU. Anyways, next up is Toy Bonnie CPU. I bought a lot of the Faz token packages with the Toy Bonnie extra lures after I figured them out a little bit. And bought a lot of that. I had a lot of lures. I used a few of them and got the CPU. So yeah, was pretty happy to get my boy CPU. Not gonna lie. I was pretty excited. I gave it straight to Toy Bonnie. So, yeah. Next up is Toy Freddy. And the Toy Freddy's CPU is probably the most easiest CPU to get because his drop rate is very high. So you're very likely to get his stuff compared to the others. So I was not too surprised, but at the same time I was surprised. I gave it straight to Toy Freddy, of course. Because who the hell else am I going to give it to? I don't like mix and matching. Unless it's very quick. The only time I like mix and matching is if I'm giving the Springtrap CPU to Toy Bonnie. That's it. It's the only time I like mix and matching. So, yeah. Hold on, I gotta think here. Who was the next one? Oh, that's right, it was Bonnie. Bonnie was the next CPU I got. Finally, at the same time I've killed over 100 Bonnies just trying to get this CPU. I've been fighting every Bonnie that I saw to try to get this CPU, and none of them gave it to me. Finally, someone sent an endoskeleton with the Bonnie CPU, and I got it out of that. I got the Bonnie CPU out of an endoskeleton of all things. Fun. After killing so many Bonnies, an endoskeleton comes up with the Bonnie CPU, and I get it from that. How many Bonnies needed to die before I get the CPU? Oh my god. Jeez. Next up is Balloon Boy. I was not too happy, but I was pretty happy to get his CPU. I didn't care too much, to be honest. Because I almost never used Balloon Boy, so I was like, I don't really care. But it was still cool to see it. So I got his CPU, pretty nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Next up is Mangle. Honestly, I'm forgetting my CPUs, to be honest. Next up was Mangle. I bought her CPU, of course. So yeah, it was pretty cool to buy Mangle CPU, get a full Mangle. The burp timing on that, oof. It was pretty cool to have a full Mangle beside my full Toy Bonnie. My two favorite toys. That's funny. That sounds so weird. Two favorite toys. That sounds so weird, to be honest. I don't know why that sounds weird. It just does. And next up is Babies. He's a good old baby. I got baby CPU. Hell yeah. So I was pretty happy to get this because I killed so many circus babies. I was like, how many babies need to die before you give me the CPU? It's like, in my mind, every time I beat a baby and I didn't get it, I was like, how many babies need to die? I was getting frustrated because so many babies were being killed by my hand. Not like human babies, like in-game circus babies. That YouTube's probably gonna flag me down for that. So many circus babies were being killed by my hand, and it was like so many times I never got the CPU. Then finally, one time when I fought this certain circus baby, she charged and appeared first thing. I got the CPU. It was a happy day for me and for my workshop. And I've seen this glitch where people see that they unlocked a certain item, such as CPU, plush suit, whatnot. Thankfully, that has never happened to me, probably because I bought most of my things. So it never really happened to me, but luckily it didn't happen with my CPUs, especially Springtrap CPU. Oh my god. But luckily that never happened to me, but I feel bad for whoever does get that. That is terrible. That's a terrible glitch. I am sorry to whoever did get that. So next up is Toy Chica. I was pretty excited to get her CPU because it's been a long time since she'd been out, so I never really had a chance. But she got added all year round, but she got even more difficult. Luckily for me, she charged and appeared first thing. Just like my first ever fight with her, where she charged and appeared first thing. Which was pretty cool. Like, the first day she came out, I got a lure for her. Lured her in. I didn't even notice the mask mechanic. She, like, charged and appeared. My recording just cut off on me. I thought I could rely on this recording software, but I guess I can't. Oof. Anyways, I was like, oh, well, this is gonna be easy. Then I noticed the mask mechanic and was like, oh, shit. And I'm not saying that just to cuss. That was my exact reaction. The exact things I said in my head. That was the exact thing. I was like, oh, shit. This is going to be a lot harder than I think. I just got lucky the first time. I didn't even notice the mask. So I was like, oh, shit, that's going to be difficult. It wasn't too difficult. I thought it was going to be so difficult, but it wasn't. Although it was so annoying to have to kill somebody, Toy Chicas, just to get the suit, and I ended up buying it. Like, so many Toy Chicas died, and I was forced to just buy it. All those Toy Chica deaths could have been prevented. Like, why did you make me kill them? Just for nothing, man. Oh. Next up is Frostbear CPU. To be honest, at the time, I didn't think I'd ever get his CPU because I didn't understand him. Then I tried the little trick I used with Circus Baby, and it worked. So I beat him a few times, and got it. Luckily, I still had about 6 lures saved up from his first ever event. So I had those lures saved up, used all of them, got nothing. A couple friend sent Frostbears came in randomly, got him out of the second one. So I was like, heck yeah, that was a nice sight to see. A couple friend sent Frostbears with the actual CPU. It was so nice to see. And I noticed, like, at the time when I was hunting for Toy Chicas and Baby CPU, when I made a video asking if people can help me with them, if they have them, like, please help me, and I can send random things to whoever I notice sending an animatronic. Unfortunately, after I made that video, I got like a few Toy Chica CPU and Baby CPUs every now and then, but the second I made the video, I got almost none. Like, none of them. Like, almost ever since they, like, realized that I actually needed the CPUs, they're like, nope, we're not sending them to you. What are you talking about? We don't have them. Like, I was, like, so confused because so many people, send them every once in a while, and then almost none of them were coming. I get one every, 3 weeks. A Toy Chica and a Baby CPU thing every 3 weeks after I made that video. It's a fun day. I got Baby CPU off of lures and Toy Chica off of Friends animatronic, which the game decided to be nice to me and give it to me. Then after I made the videos of me, like each of the videos of me getting babies and Toy Chica's CPUs, I had swarms of Toy Chica CPU'd and Baby CPU'd animatronics coming my way. I was like, wait, were you just, like, not sending until I actually got it? Which made me think, do people actually not want to send you the things you need? I was, like, so confused. Like, every once in a while I'd get them, but then as soon as I made the video, almost none were coming. It was just Freddy CPU that, Chica CPU that, Bonnie CPU that. That was it. With Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, Balloon Boy, Toy Freddy, which came a lot, and Toy Bonnie. After that, that was it. Besides a couple Springtrap CPUs, which I kicked out straight away. I was like, no. It was like, you shall not pass. It was like, oof. So yeah, that was interesting. Do any of you have an answer for why that happened? For like why so many people did not send them the exact second I made, like the exact time I made that video, but was sending them almost a lot before that. But all of a sudden, then after I made the video, they stopped sending them. Then when I made the videos when I got them, they started swarming in. Do any of you have a reason for why that happened? Do any of you have an idea of why that happened? I would like to know if you have an idea of why that happened in the comments, because I do not understand whatsoever. So anyway, back on track. Next up is 8-Bit Baby. Her CPU was not that hard to get, considering with a little money you could just buy it. Illumix is really happy with me. Like, I just keep buying everything, giving them more money, because I really like supporting this game because it's awesome. And I get the stuff out of it by using the money, so it's nice. And people say that don't pay money to Illumix, but if you do pay money to Illumix by buying the stuff, you're supporting the game. Hooray! And last but not least is Springtrap CPU, which I got off my friend Foxy Gamer. And that is it for the video. I made this super long, and I gotta end it. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.